Hey people, sorry I'm a little late on the upload schedule. I've been trying to make this video for a couple days now, but I don't know, I just didn't have it in me. Alright, thanks for subscribing, thanks for watching my shit. It would be really cool if I could get 10,000 subs by the end of the year, but yeah, that's a stretch, that's definitely a stretch. Maybe if this video makes it, you know. Today, I want to talk about, you know, I just dabbled a little bit with Warframe builds and these new, what are they called, arbitration mods for survivability. Worked a little bit on some builds, and I managed to make pretty much a build that can tank pretty much anything, so long as you're doing the right stuff. I'll show you. This is pretty much an ideal scenario. So this is not very accurate, but these are level 130 corpus techs. There's 4 of them. You're pretty much aware of how much damage they can spit out in less than a second. Alright, they can delete you. Pretty much, we all wish we had Supras as powerful as these guys. So yeah, let's check it out, and let's check out my build in comparison to their damage. So, yeah, I'm pretty much healing faster than they can damage me, and I have some buffers in case that doesn't work out for me. I have quick thinking, I have all kinds of stuff to aid me in survivability. Basically, a full build investment, almost full actually, I still have a little bit of power range. Investment in just not dying. That's the entire premise of the build, just whatever you do, don't die. So, you might find my fucking stop. You might find my Furis is doing an awful lot of very long procs, very long damage over time ticks, and that's for a very good reason. I've dabbled a little bit with the healing augment for this gun, and as you can see, I have 18 seconds of gas procs on them. And that's pretty much making me immune to most, you know, machine gun damage that can't, you know, not like a seeker shot or, holy shit, okay, time to run away. I have no ammo. This thing runs out of ammo really quickly. But yeah, there you see, I'm pretty much tanking damage pretty well. Considering what I'm up against is something that can delete any regular Vauban build in less than 1 second. So yeah, I think that's a little bit of an impressive demonstration. I don't know about you. I'll talk about the build now, okay? Here's what I've done, alright? We got these new adaptation and rolling guard. You know, they're pretty much there to just be another line of defense for these really soft, squishy frames that, you know, rely on abilities and crowd control for survival. But I wanted to make a Vauban build its tankiness is comparable to like a Trinity Prime with 3 and 4 active and stuff like that. So yeah, I picked up Hunter Adrenaline and Quick Thinking. I put them there. That's like a buffer, so you don't lose all your health. And if you do lose all your health, a little bit of energy will be there to save your ass from getting absolutely demolished. So what this does, charges your energy when you're losing health. This discharges energy when you're taking fatal damage. So if you pair that up with extreme health regeneration with this Arcane Grace and my regenerating Furis, it's a really good defense against, you know, machine gun damage like Heinz, fucking, what are they called? Anything that's fully auto that's being put up against you. Even the fucking Hayaka Master flamethrowers at level 100, they do well over 2,000 damage a second, I think, and this can tank that pretty well. You know, pretty fucking good. I don't know. I don't know what to tell you. So we got Adaptation here and Arcane Guardian to give me damage reduction. So Arcane Guardian gives me 600 armor, which is about, is it like 70% damage reduction? Something along the lines of a fair bit of damage reduction, but not really that good against, you know, very high level enemies. We got Adaptation there to tank to tank, you know, fucking flamethrowers and stuff, and just a little bit more damage reduction against normal guns that, you know, deal IPS instead of just one element. This thing is really good because when you get like 90% toxin resistance, 90% heat resistance, those enemies can no longer pretty much damage you, and the toxin that's still on you, you're 90% resistant to it, and it's just like tiny ticks that recharge your Arcane Guardian and Grace. You know, they proc them without having too big of a penalty on your health. Rolling Guard is there to basically shake off insane slash and heat procs, and those happen in later levels. I tested it. I tested this build against level 190s, level 180s, level 170s in a really long Kuva survival, and I found out that, holy fuck, you can sustain some very insane slash procs. So Rolling Guard is there. You roll, you get 3 seconds of invulnerability, and you shake off all status procs, and that's really one of the most critical parts of this build when you're up against like really insanely tanky enemies. So the flaws of this build are pretty much you have only one mod to aid you in your abilities. Yes, you do have infinite energy all the time, but you can either have range, duration, or strength, and nothing else. Just a little bit of, I mean, frames that benefit from strength, you obviously put, you know, a shitload of strength here. You know, Vauban benefits from range, so I put on stretch here. We also have handspring because in later levels when you get knocked down, that can spell a lot of trouble, you know. That can fuck you up good. Nothing better than a fast knockdown recovery. Also, I think what would be really worth here is primed sure-footed. I think I'd love to see that on my build, but I don't have it yet, so, you know, fuck it. My regular Vauban build has also Grace and Guardian and Adaptation, but no sort of energy buffer to prevent me from losing all my health. So this right here is the thing. You know, these all synergize together to make you not die. The most critical part of the build is being able to regenerate your health while you're tanking all kinds of nutty damage. So what I have here is a Furis Riven modded, and the Riven mod is very specific. What I was looking for all these months was negative puncture to remove all the puncture, so I only get gas slash and a little bit of worthless fucking impact. Status duration to give me like 16-second gas sticks. This is over 16, so this is like 17 seconds maybe. Very long gas sticks, so what I would do in a normal mission where, you know, it's not really easy to survive, you crowd control one enemy, you stack an entire magazine into the head of that enemy, and for 18 seconds you will have very respectable health regeneration, enough to keep you alive for the entire duration of the gas stick, you know. So the augment is Winds of Purity, 20% lifesteal. Also does that kind of worthless proc. I don't really care much for the proc. I'm only looking for the lifesteal, so yeah. This thing has a pathetic base crit chance, and I was unfortunate enough to get a Riven with crit chance, so I even went with more crit chance. I don't even know what the fuck I should have went with. Maybe crit damage instead. God knows. But yeah, the ideal Riven for this build that we're trying to make is damage or toxin. These two parts are critical. Status duration and puncture. They are absolutely vital for this thing. Damage, toxin, status duration, negative puncture, or something like that. Maybe multi-shot. Maybe plus status chance. Maybe, I don't know. Just either of those. Just max out the damage and get a lot of status duration and negative puncture, and you're good. So as you can see here, this thing is just built to stack in gas procs that last a long time. So there you go. Holy fuck, what a mouthful. I've done this immortality build, as you can see, to not 1, but 2 frames. I also have it on my Ash Prime. Mr. Sprime, I call him. It's right here. adaptation rolling guard, everything that you need. And he has more armor than Vauban and more health than Vauban. So he is pretty much a better suited Warframe to have this, thing. But he's not he's not a very, like, you guys don't see a lot of Ash Primes going down anywhere, right? So maybe this is a very niche build, all right? I'm going to show you this Ash build versus a team of Grineer enemies. Let's assemble one right now. 2 of these, 1 Arid Hellion. Those do a shitload of damage. We can do 2 Bombards, why not? These 2 for, fucking fodder. They also do burst damage, like a big, nasty hit. That's not a Hayaka Master. Couple of troopers, elite lancers, of course. They're very important. 4 of those. We need 3 more enemies. What are we gonna do? An Eviscerator would be nice. Those deal a lot of fucking slash. And a Kuva Hayaka Master and a Napalm, because those do a shitload of damage. Where are they? Where's the Kuva Hayaka Master? Hey, I'm gonna find that bitch. Hang on. Kuva Hayaka Master. There she is. Level 1. You can tank level 130s. All right, I'm a flex this build. These are level 130s. All right, they do a lot of fucking damage. So what I'm gonna do is try to catch one enemy with this thing. Okay, there we go. We got a lot of health regen. Now, watch me tank all this fucking shit. Oh, I hit rolling guard. Alright, look. My health regen is out regenning all this damage I'm sustaining right now from a really healthy level 130 team of Grineer damage dealers, basically. So yeah, tanking it all pretty easily. And if I do wind up in trouble, I can shake off a status effect. I can go in stealth so they stop shooting me. Stack in the gas procs. There's a lot more than you can see here because all these other enemies have it as well. I think she had like a... Ow. So yeah, they're not going to kill me. They're not going to even come close. For the entire duration of this gas tick that I stacked into these tanky enemies. So long as I shoot them, I'm pretty much in very little trouble, if any trouble at all. So there you go. That's how you make an indestructible Warframe. Just make sure you shoot them with the Furis, and make sure the Furis has a lot of status duration. You can't put in any classic status duration, like without a Riven mod, into the secondary weapon, because the status duration mod on secondary weapons is fucking sad. It's like 30%. So yeah, this thing ranks up to 30%, so you would need to look for a Furis. If you were to do this exact build, you would need to look for status duration and negative puncture. And good luck with that. Also, if one of you... What if I start a Riven hunting bounty? If anybody snags a status duration, negative puncture, damage toxin, or something like that, something along those lines, I'll buy that, and I'll pay a lot of platinum for that. I just really want this very specific Furis Riven. So, if you're trying to make like 2,000 platinum, maybe snag a Furis Riven, maybe roll it like 9 times, and if you snag something with status duration, negative puncture, and a little bit of damage and toxin, or multi-shot toxin, or something along those lines, please hit me up. I'll buy that shit. So there you go. That's my little infinite health adventure that I went to do. Thank you for watching.